This is another set of the answers on written work 1.2. We've got this problem set. So let's start with our sum. So we have f plus g of x. That will be equal to f of x, which is 2x minus 3. Adding that one to our g of x, which is 6x squared minus 9x. Then we try to write that one in order. So we start with 6x squared, then followed by this 2x here, then followed by the 9x, and then the minus 3. So let's now combine like terms, so 2x and negative 9x. So 6x squared, 2x minus 9x, 2 minus 9, that's negative 7. We copy x and then copy minus 3. So this is now our sum of the two functions. So next, let's go to f minus g of x. So we are subtracting the two functions, starting off with f of x, 2x minus 3, minus the g of x, which is 6x squared minus 9x. Again, we do KCC for subtraction. We keep our 2x minus 3, change minus to a plus, change all the signs that we can see to its opposite. Positive 6x squared will become negative 6x squared. Minus 9x will become plus 9x. Then we do our rearranging. So we have negative 6x squared, followed by the 2x here, followed by the plus 9x here, and the minus 3. Combining like terms, this is negative 6x squared plus 2 plus 9, that's equal to 11. Copying x minus 3. So this is now f minus g of x. We go to multiplication. So we are multiplying our f and g of x. So this is now equal to f of x, which is 2x minus 3. Multiplying that one to 6x squared minus 9x. Doing the FOIL method, first term first. So 2 times 6, that's 12. X times x squared. 1 plus 2, that's 3. So we've got x cubed for this. Then we do our outer terms. So 2 times negative 9, that's negative 18. X times x, we're adding our exponents. So we've got x squared for this one. We go for inner, negative 3 times 6, that will be negative 18. Copying x squared. Then we go for the last term. Negative 3 times negative 9, that's positive 27, copying our x. Combining like terms, we've got 12x cubed, negative 18, minus 18. KCC for this, we have to keep negative 18, add it to negative 18, that will be negative 36, copying x squared, plus 27x. That will be the result for f times g of x. So next we go for g over f of x. Our g of x is 6x squared minus 9x over f of x, which is 2x minus 3. 2x minus 3 cannot be factored out because we don't have anything common between 2 and 3. But for 6x squared and 9x, something common in 6 and 9, which is the 3. Because 6 here is with 2 times 3, while 9 here is with 3 times 3. So common is 3, so we take it out. So we've got two factors here. So we took out 3, and also x is common, so we take out also x. So writing now the remaining factors, we have to do 6x squared divided by 3x. 6 divided by 3, that's 2. X squared divided by x, that's x. Then we do minus 9x divided by 3x, and that's 3. Copying our 2x minus 3. We cancel this one and that one, and that is equal to 3x. So g over f of x, that will be equal to 3x. Next, we go for f over g of 2. So again, you've got freedom if you are to evaluate that one first, and then divide, or divide and then evaluate. So let me do my dividing first of the two functions. So I've got f of x, which is 2x minus 3, over 6x squared minus 9x, factoring the bottom part. So we've got 2x minus 3 times your 3x. So I can cancel this out. So we've got there 1 over 3x. So even though we don't have a number at the top, that doesn't mean that we don't have a number there. So it should be with a 1. You cannot move 3x to the numerator without changing its exponent or changing the sign of its exponent. So that cannot be taken up to the numerator by retaining it as 3x. Next, we go for evaluating. So we are going to change our x here and then replace that 1 by 2. So f over g of 2, that will be equal to 1 over 6. So let us now go for another set of the functions. So we start with adding. So we've got x plus 1 plus x squared plus 5x plus 4. And again, this can be interchanged because it's adding. Now next, we write this in order starting off with x squared. Next is x. Next is another x. And then we've got plus 1. And then we've got plus 4. So combining like terms, we've got x squared, x plus 5x, that's 6x, 1 plus 4, that's 5. So this is now the result when we're adding f and g of x. Next, we go for subtraction for the two functions. So we've got f of x, which is x plus 1, minus our g of x, which is the entire x squared plus 5x plus 4. Again, we do KCC, keeping our x plus 1, changing our minus to a plus, changing all the signs in here from positive to negative x squared, from plus to minus 5x, from plus to minus 4. And then combining like terms, this is arranging in order, this is negative x squared, x minus 5x, that will be, let me just write it in order first. So we've got minus 5x plus 1 minus 4. Then combining like terms, negative x squared, x minus 5x, 1 minus 5, that's negative 4. And then copying x, 1 minus 4, that's negative 3. So we've got f minus g of x. Next, we go for f times g of x. So since this is a trinomial on the other one, so we need to do box method. It's up to you if you wanted to do the box method or the lattice or the distribution. So x squared, then we've got 5x, then we've got 4, then here we've got x, and then a 1. X times x squared, that's x cubed. X times 5x, that will be 5x squared. X times 4, that's 4x. 1 times x squared, that's x squared. 1 times 5x, that's 5x. 1 times 4, that's 4. Adding the inner terms, we've got that one as copying x cubed. Adding this 2, that will be 6x squared. Adding this 2 here, that will be a 9x. And also adding 4. So this is now our product. Next, we go for g over f of x. So g of x is x squared plus 5x plus 4. Then we divide that one by x plus 1. So we factor the trinomial, and again, we're considering positive 4, looking for factors on that. And then we are going to look for the sum of the factors, and we must make sure that the middle term, which is plus 5, shall be the sum of the factors. Let's start with, since that is positive, so everything must be positive. So we've got 1 times 4, adding that 1, that's equal to 5. So there you go. So these are now the factors. So writing this one. So we've got 2 factors for this. So square root of x squared, that's x. Then we've got a plus 1. And then we've got a plus 4. Copying at the bottom as x plus 1, canceling. So we've got x plus 4 as the result. So next, let's go for the last one, f over g of 2. So I'll start with f over g of x. F of x is x plus 1 over g of x, which is x squared plus 5x plus 4. And again, we are trying to factor out trinomial by considering positive 4 as our basis in looking for factors, so that the sum of the factors there will be positive 5. And those factors are x plus 4 and x plus 1. So this will be canceled. So we are with 1 over x plus 4. So this is not yet the final answer because we need to evaluate that one. So we've got f over g, and then x will be replaced by parentheses 1 over x. And then we've got our plus, but oh no, by the way, you've got to replace x, and then plus 4. Replacing x by 2, so we've got this one as 1 over 2 plus 4, that's 6. So we've got that as our f over g of 2. That's 1 over 6.